Ontario's mining sector is a global leader, and Agnico Eagle is proud to be at its heart. As Canada's largest gold producer, we operate world-class mines like Detour Lake and Macassa, creating thousands of jobs and driving billions in economic activity. But our impact goes beyond production. We foster a culture of the heart, investing in communities, supporting social development, and partnering with Indigenous groups to build lasting relationships and shared prosperity. We're shaping a future where Ontario remains a powerhouse in responsible resource development, strengthening the economy and enriching lives for generations to come.
Aztec Safety is #1 for online safety training.
Aztec Safety is the proud sponsor of the Aztec Safety Challenge, the #1 event on the World Curling Tour.
And Aztec Safety has been a proud sponsor of Team Jacobs on our quest to represent Canada at the Olympic Games.
Come on into Montana's, where there is a deal every day. Why not try half-price wings Mondays, $5 tacos Tuesdays, all-you-can-eat ribs Wednesdays, $25.99 platters Thursdays, and drink deals every day. Only at Montana's, Canada's home for barbecue.
Scharf. I think Scharf, yeah. Good afternoon. I had to think for a minute whether or not we were before or after the noon hour, but we are. So good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the Northern Ontario Women's Provincials Championships here in North Bay, Ontario. I'm Jim Nix, and I'll have Terry Corbin with me telling you all about everything you need to know about what you should be doing, shouldn't be doing out here. So how you doing, Terry?
I'm doing good.
Yeah, and we also have Matt Holm doing our production today, and we've got the big boss man, Jerry's handling the cameras when he gets a chance to get settled in and managing that for us. So all hands on deck here for this one between Krista Scharf and Bella Croisier. Terry, we don't know probably anything about the Croisier team, but a little bit about the Scharf team.
Yeah, no, they've been around as a team for a few years and represented Northern Ontario at the Scotties. Krista Scharf is probably better known when she was curling under the name of McCarville. She's gone back to her maiden name.
Yeah, we've been kind of, I think you're probably the same as me, I think, and a lot of people have been waiting for a number of years for Scharf to kind of win the Nationals. She seems to be been on the cusp and seems good enough to do that once in a while, but hasn't been able to do it now. And obviously the last few years it's been pretty hard to do it anyway, but yeah,
they don't get around and curl like some of these top teams, but when the Scotties comes and they get there, they knock on the door, man.
Yeah, they really do. So we're just early in this one, obviously, and these teams have both played, as we said, one game apiece, but looks like Croisier does have hammer here in the first end, and this is a second stone first shot. Second stone for Croisier's Maya Smith. No trouble with that one. So, Terry, the ice has looked really good here. I say really good. I've only done one game, and I've watched parts of other games, but speed-wise, it's looked really good, I think, but it's just a little bit less curl than what we see at times, I think. Hey, is that fair? You might have done a few more games than I have.
That's fair. It was lightning fast there yesterday, and I'm expecting it to be same kind of speed, pretty quick. We had some times there, hog to hog, 16
Wow.
plus. Yeah, it was really, really quick. But as you mentioned, the curl was not kind of maybe what you would expect, but there was curl.
Yeah, so an early end miss here by Ashley Sipola. She's missed the open hit on the on the Croisier rock in the 4-foot area, and they will now draw to sit 2. Sweepers are not doing much with this. Might be a little heavy. We have to keep an eye on the new rules now, the changes in the rules.
Well, whoa.
Yeah.
I was corrected. It's not a new rule.
Oh, no. Okay. All right. Yeah, I guess. Yeah. All right.
They're just laying out the foundation at how they're going to enforce the sweeping rule.
Oh, okay. All right. I haven't figured it out anyways. New, old, whatever it is. It's just kind of like, I don't know. It's interesting, but we'll see. I think you'll see more changes with sweeping over the next couple of years. It has to be big. It's a big part of the game, but it has to not take over the game, and that's kind of what it's done a little bit, I think, if that's fair to say.
Yeah.
This one's curling hard too. You're gonna have to hold that a little bit down on weight, maybe. Yeah, she's okay.
But she grouped it, which is, I think, what she wanted to do.
Yeah, Kendra Lilly, 3rd stone for Scharf. Good player. They're all good players. This Croisier team, we were talking just before we started, and looks like, Terry, they played in the U21s in 2023, so representing Northern Ontario, and I'm not quite sure how they did. I know they were 2-2 at one point, but so pretty young team.
Yeah, for sure.
And if you're from Northern Ontario, you're probably looking at this saying, well, we're playing the most well-known team probably out of Northern Ontario, or maybe not, but one of the top couple of teams out of Northern Ontario for sure. So,
well, I mean, I got to be honest. When it comes to the women's side of the provincials, I don't follow the women's side as much as I would the men's side. But I mean, the only team that rings in my head when you say Northern Ontario on the women's side is Krista and her team.
Yeah.
They had a long-time coach, Rick. Rick Lang.
Yep.
He coached them for a long time.
See, I don't know where to go with that. I'm not sure if he's father or father-in-law to Sarah Potts or something like that.
Father, I think, yeah.
Yeah. So we're moving right along here. We're down to the 3rd stone, 2nd shot for Team Croisier with a chance. Good opportunity here, Terry, to sit 2 and maybe get an early deuce.
Yep, for sure.
They're going to want to keep that one well away from the other one.
Yeah, they've succeeded, I think.
Yeah. Nicely done.
Yeah.
So Scharf probably won't go all out to make this double, but she'd like to certainly roll over in the vicinity of the rock that's at the back of the 12 there.
Mm-hmm.
Get halfway over wouldn't even be bad, eh, Terry? I think.
That's right. Yeah. Although it's right now it's a little steep, maybe.
Is it one you might take on your last? If you end up with the exact same shot on your last shot, you might say, well, we might as well go for it. But maybe not yet on this one.
Yeah, I'd be going all in on this one.
Oh, would you? Okay.
Yeah.
You see, it's been a long time. I didn't remember you being that good a hitter back in the day, but you must have been. Anyway, pretty good shot there. Got it over there in the vicinity.
Yeah.
Makes it very difficult now for Croisier to really roll well away from it. So,
yep.
Yeah. Krista Scharf should have a shot at the double on the next one. Well, it looks like winter down this way now again, at least in New Glasgow where I am. It got 6 inches of snow last night. We haven't had much snow down this way, but in Halifax area, they've got nothing but rain for the last couple of days, so no snow down there.
Yeah, I have cousins that live in Amherst and also in Halifax, and they were telling me the people in Amherst, Nova Scotia, they were getting the snow that we had here in Ontario, and then we got rain, and then they had the rain. So
yeah, it's been a weird winter for sure down here. It's quite often we don't get snow till late.
Yeah.
So a big rollout there by Team Croisier.
Yeah.
And gives Krista Scharf a chance to hit and maybe force Croisier to make a good blank attempt. You hate that when you go through a whole end like that, though, eh? Where you've had just a basic kind of a deuce set up and comes down to the skip, and the poor skipper ends up being the one that rolls out. And
yeah, well, I mean, and you just gotta, if you're Team Scharf, you just want to make sure here that you make Bella throw a curling shot. Even though some people would say it's just a hit and roll out, you don't want to give her the free throw through.
No, and this isn't the easiest shot to hit and stay on because it's so far back, but she does a good job with it.
Yeah, she rolls in towards the middle.
Yeah, probably threw a little lighter weight than I thought she might the first end. I never like to baby it down there too much on the first end, but she managed it fine. So,
yeah,
probably pretty familiar with this club and the ice here from shore.
Yeah, well, like I say, I mean, it lost yesterday. I mean, it was quick. I mean, and I think so. We did an Epping game, and you could just see the difference, between the two teams. Epping using his experience to, bring in the sweeping on a lot of shots, and then utilizing the good big hit weight for trying to make some doubles and trying to make some blank ends.
Yeah. So Bella Croisier now trying to blank this first end and retain hammer going to 2, and she does a good job with that. And we have a blank end here in the first end, and we'll join you back here in North Bay right after the break.
Brett, come on, man. I know Aztec's #1 for online safety training, but we really should be out here practicing.
I know, guys. I'll be right there. Just let me finish this course on gas detection. Wait. Do you smell that?
There's just something about this place. There's a beauty that you really have to experience for yourself. It's a perfect place to escape, all while staying connected. From one season to the next, you'll find exactly what you're looking for here. This is North Bay, and you should be here.
Come on into Montana's, where there is a deal every day. Why not try half-price wings Mondays, $5 tacos Tuesdays, all-you-can-eat ribs Wednesdays, $25.99 platters Thursdays, and drink deals every day. Only at Montana's, Canada's home for barbecue.
Welcome to therockshop.net, the official store for the Grand Slam of curling. Whether you're looking for the best hats, stylish clothing, fun toys, or unique accessories, the Rock Shop has it all. Shop online anytime at therockshop.net for exclusive Grand Slam of curling gear, or come see us in person at your next event. Therockshop.net, where fans find their favorite curling gear.
And kind of didn't play for a couple of years. So we're back to North Bay. We're watching on Curling Stadium North Bay and the Stadium Sports Network as we bring you the Northern Ontario Women's Provincials Curling Championship. And Terry, a little unfortunate for Croisier in the first stand. She had a good opportunity to get 2 there, but she does retain hammer.
Yeah, I mean, she certainly had the deuce set up, but through some rock movement, she got kind of pinned into that, really having to make a nose hit, and you knew that it was going to leave a double, so she's probably trying to throw it a little bit cautiously.
Yeah. That's interesting. It's a good indicator for those that are watching and those that might be playing and how important some shots are. Like Krista Scharf's first rock in that end, really just an open hit that she's trying to roll somewhere over by the rock. But, it's a lot of teams would be like, well, we just hit it. As long as we hit it, it's good. And, but she rolled far enough to make Croisier's shot much more difficult than it could have been. So,
Sure.
Sometimes those little things that matter that we talk about all the time when you're playing at this level and stuff. It's a lot of times it's a little things. It's not everybody can make the basic shots, but it's those little things that change ends around. So,
yeah.
So pretty wide open so far. Both first end and this end so far have been pretty much wide open. So see if that continues for another end or two.
Yeah, was the nice thing about kind of doing the Epping game. I mean, Epping and his team love rucks and play, and certainly it makes for a little bit more exciting curling, and you get to really kind of you see so many shots, and it's like preference now, and makes kind of a nice commentary to banter back and forth about maybe which shot is better, or which shot produces the better outcome, but which shot has the highest risk.
Yeah. A little rollout here. Might see a corner go up here, maybe, or see what the Croisier team wants to do, and they will. So in this ice, Terry, where we just talked about being, it's a little, I don't want to, make people think the ice is dead straight, but where it's a little bit straighter than it has been, these corner guards become a little more interesting to place, don't they? Like, you can't just throw it anywhere out there. This one's not going to slide in the house anyway, but
it yesterday, like, they just were gliding so well. I mean, great sweeping ice.
Yeah. So Kendra Lilly now, as we found out during the break, is now throwing second stones for Scharf. Not third stones, as we had indicated earlier. Ashley Sipola playing third stone. They just flipped those two positions. It's enough of the house to cause Croisier want to remove it. What kind of game they had in their first game? I looked it up, but they didn't have the line score, so I wasn't sure how it went. I knew that they lost the Croisier team, but can't tell you any more than that.
Yeah.
Try to just maybe stay right there wouldn't be bad.
Yep.
A roll. Interesting to see what Krista does with this now. It's not on the rings, but it's very close.
Yeah, I don't think she can leave it.
No, sort of an indication there. I'm not sure which one she's going to go with. She tapped and rolled into the 12-foot or hit it right on the nose. Either one of those could be acceptable, depending on what you like to do with your next shot.
Yeah, I think she'd like to, hit that right on the nose. Try and maintain a little bit of control of the middle of the ice.
Well, it'll be interesting to see. It's going to be 2 rocks out from the house now, maybe not quite 2. Be interesting to see what Croisier does. You want to be aggressive at times, but you don't want to get forced into being aggressive. And this is a good opportunity, I think, where it's, this rock's not dead on the center, but it's not corners. You're going to have a good solid piece of the 4-foot if you come around this one. We'll get to see how much curl we actually do have. Third stone's Piper Croisier on this team. I had to guess. I'd guess sisters, but since they're young enough, they're not married to brothers or something like that. So anyway, we're not saying for sure, but that's what we think. So it's got a nice curl here happening now. They have to go a little bit to bury it if they want to bury it, but they might not want to be behind. That's a pretty nice shot. Took it back a little bit further than they might have. It's always a tough one when you're trying to get a piece of it around the corner or most of it around the corner, and how far do you go when it's going to slide to the, probably only going to be a foot less than that if you don't sweep it at all, but I don't know. Scharf will ask Cipla to play the freeze now. Just going right off the bat on this one, pretty much.
Yeah.
So
Right now, sweepers are really working it. Well, the weight looks all there. Just need to curl.
yeah, you just saw them switch, so you will see teams switch that sweeper switch on that. That's a very nicely done. Perfect shot, really.
Yeah, it's hard to get to the inside of that rock.
Yeah, it really is. So in the wonderful world of hindsight, did they maybe sweep that one in a little too far? The Croisier stone?
Yeah.
You know, you might have ended up with still her being shot rock, but you'd have a little more wheel room here.
Yeah.
So the same shot basically for Piper. She'll go down and try to. She'd love to get to the inside of that, as Terry mentioned, but that might be tough. At least get down to it. See what you can get on the next shot. You got a couple more rocks to come.
Now that's 14-1 there, and she's going to go by the.
Yeah, that's heavy. Yeah, so nice, keen ice at 14-1 is through the house. It's pretty quick.
Yeah.
Yeah. Big miss, though.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, I think that's an all weight kind of miss.
Yeah, absolutely. It's there's no real good place to miss that one, but you don't want to.
Yeah.
You don't want to miss it that way for sure. Some kind of contact there would have been helpful, even if you didn't get it out for number 2.
Well, yeah, I mean, moving that. Well, it's their own rock. Moving the blue rock back, even to the back 12, you would have kept your shooter, and you would have been sitting 2-3. Which, when you have the hammer and you think about it, I mean, there's opportunity there.
Yeah. So Krista Scharf now will probably playing a guard on this. I don't know if I missed the call perfectly, but it looks like they're certainly not trying to get to the back one, or get to the one that she just threw. She didn't throw, but their team threw. So good guard here. Croisier forced with whether or not she wants to try to run something off the front, but not a lot of time left to do that.
Well, exactly. I mean, it looks like she's going to have the button to draw to.
Yeah, the challenge here is trying to come around and getting shot rock or something on this one. So it looks like she's going to peel the front. I don't know how hard she can throw it. If you can throw it hard enough, there is a potential triple there with the Reds. It's certainly something that, you know, the best teams would be having a look at. It looks like Piper's having a look at it. If you don't do anything, you'd like to at least get rid of both Reds so that you need to force Krista Scharf to make a very good shot on her next one. She decide to guard, and she may not. She might just play the tap and the blue one out. But let's see what happens on this one first.
So it looks like she's trying to make the double over the top.
Had some decent weight on it. Sweepers indicated. Just going to get the top one for sure. The back one, you know what? Kept it just a little bit straighter. Maybe did the job though, Terry. Good shot.
Yep. Now it forces Krista to make a decision. Is she going to throw the guard, or is she going to play, the tap? I mean, I think if you're Krista right now, you do play the guard.
Yeah. She has the advantage of really, the outturn. What's the outturn going to do there? We have no idea right now. So, maybe you can be a little bit careful with this guard. You don't want to leave much on that side, but It's just through this basically, so it shouldn't be too troublesome to put it back in the same spot. Krista Scharf, final rock here. Her final rock here in the second end. So that's okay. At first I thought it had kind of gone a little sideways early, but it didn't. Don't want to come in too far. It's definitely not what she would have wanted.
Yeah, no, that's... I don't want to say an easy double, but it looks pretty easy.
Yeah, I don't want to say easy double, but it sure looks like an easy double. Yeah, I hear you. I know what you mean. What's that? What do they say now? If you know, kind of stuff.
That's
right.
right. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what. Yeah, that was just an unfortunate miss for Krista Scharf. And not only that, at least the rock sometimes would go somewhere where there'd be a little bit of worry about you might jam something. You can't even jam anything here. So.
Yeah, but this really doesn't come any easier. This is kind of gift wrap, at least for now.
The only hope for Scharf here is a little different shot. They haven't been on the outturn side for these hits yet, so possibly might not do what you're thinking. It looks like they're really trying to make this curl out with the double. She better make some contact. Oh, she's okay. She's going to score. So not exactly what she wanted, but probably was a more fair outcome in that end, I guess, if you want to say what's fair. It wasn't really fair that she would get two, but it wasn't really fair to Krista Scharf that she gave up any. So anyways, 1-0 lead for Croisier as we finish the second end here in North Bay. We'll be back right after the break.
Developed over a decade in collaboration with the finest ice makers this side of the Atlantic, the Pebblehead PB5 is nothing short of a triumph of sophistication and craftsmanship. Weighing less than half its lumbering copper predecessors, yet boasting tenfold their durability, the PB5 delivers perfect, consistent ice, time after time. The PB5 by Pebbleheads.com, the apex of ice-making ingenuity for the roaring game of curling.
Good young talent.
Yeah.
So we're back, and we're back with a 1-0 lead for Bella Croisier over Krista Scharf. Croisier with an opportunity to get two there, Terry. Didn't happen. That's unfortunate. You don't get those opportunities too often.
No, that was that really ended up being a rather routine shot. I mean, nose hit, and you score your two. Yeah. Just got it outside. The sweepers couldn't kind of carve it, and she was left with just one.
Yep. So we'll see how Krista attacks this end now. See how aggressive she does get with the hammer. Lead stone is Valerie, and I don't know how to say her last name. Ouimet, we'll say it's Ouimet. I'm not quite sure how we pronounce that.
I would just off the top of my head would say Ouet.
Ouet?
Ouimet.
Ouimet.
Yeah, that's the way I would pronounce it, just by a visual.
Okay, we'll go with that. That way, anybody writes.
That way I can be wrong, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, it gets me
I
off the
believe
hook.
that would be We May.
We may?
Yeah.
Terry, you weren't exactly close.
Ouimet?
Yeah.
Ouimet.
Yeah, We May. Luke We May was a player with, he went to the Briar out of Northern Ontario. I believe that is an offspring.
Okay, great. Okay, thanks you. Wasn't for Jerry with some of these names, I don't know what we do. We'd be lost in the jungle somewhere. So they come around here hit for Scharf. Looks pretty good. Trying to roll a little bit to the open now. Have enough to get it out, she will. So we got some rocks in play. That's a little bit different for sure. So
yes,
good to see. Corner did go up for Scharf earlier, and now the hit and roll for Croisier. Being called for second stone, Maya Smith. And that hangs on. It's a good shot. So you see here, Scharf would like to roll all the way across from behind the corner, her corner over there, so that would be a good roll. And you can tell by the ice, it's definitely not curling much. She's got right in the middle.
Yeah, these are those ones where you probably, almost think about Aaron on the side of, like the low side rolling out as opposed to just kind of sitting right there.
Yeah. And this looks like you got a roll, but it might be right in the hole.
Yeah.
Almost.
Yeah. It changes the shot anyway.
Yeah, it takes the roll of the corner away, but that's a pretty nice effort. So Smith now with her second will look to hopefully hit and roll behind the center guard. Oops, just lost my pictures for a second.
Oh, we got a roll. A little bit too far, but
thanks. But I clicked on whatever, and I just went black. Anyway, so another shot at this roll. It is hard though. It takes a while when you look down there and see the rock or see the broom rather right in the middle of the rock to, as you say, you're probably better off missing on the low side on those, but it's hard sometimes to not unintentionally take more ice than what the skipper's giving you because it just looks like there's nothing there. So
yeah, well, we noticed too, yesterday, and I think part of it is this looks like a good roll.
Yeah, nicely done. Wow, great shot.
Yeah,
great shot.
Yeah, we were noticing yesterday just with Team Epping from, all the curling that they do on that really good swingy ice. They were in-outing, all of their rocks. And so they were taking, it looked like almost negative ice. And they in-out that, release. And so they were getting, like no curl. Well, I shouldn't say no curl, but like they were taking less ice than the other team.
Yeah. Ooh. Attempted the double there, didn't quite make it. Did open it up, but didn't open it up, but she did.
I think Krista's got to leave.
Yeah, I think so too. I got to think you got to go around that center.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. It's not going to, by the look of it.
Nope.
Surprising. I know that, this can work because the chances are that the opposition won't just ignore it and come around, but if they ever did, I think you got to go around there first, myself, hammer or no hammer.
You can see they're taking ice on the side of the ice that they want to draw to. So there is not a lot of curl there.
No, that's true. Yeah, you don't see that very much anymore.
Sweepers are really going hard. They're going to have to go really hard on this. Krista's going to come out and help them and so show them how it's done.
Yep, skipper's job. So good shot. They were looking to be back behind the tee line on that so that they were even with the other one. And if you're not going to be back there, the higher you can be, the better probably. But that's about all they could do there. They just had to get it there.
Yeah, by going there, I mean it leaves options for Team Croisier. I mean, they could elect to go behind. I mean, I don't think they're ever going behind, given where that ended up. But
no,
certainly you give them the opportunity to hit and roll, make the double. I mean, a lot of shots available, and I think they might be close to the double. Yep.
Will you get it out? And she will. Great shot. I'm not sure if that was 100% the intention, but like you said, there was a couple options there and got it. So have a look at it again, Terry.
Yeah, I mean, the sweepers are really trying to...
They are, but we got the wrong shot.
Bend this one, but we have no idea what the shot is.
That was Epic and Bird sometime last night, but anyway, that's okay. I don't think that one's ever happened to us before, but...
Whoops.
Whoops, yeah. So,
our coverage is worldwide.
Yeah, we got it all. So they've changed the tactics here now. They're coming around the center guard. Obviously, I think that didn't work out well the other time, but this time they're sitting and looking at one, so they don't want to be waiting. So this is going to go a little deep too, and actually is gettable on the out turn.
Yeah.
Not looking at that. Might look at it a little bit. I think this is the better shot, but
yeah, me too.
Usually you're going to at least take a quick look at that and see what you got there. So.
The rock's behind the tee line. It's back four. I mean, I think if you can get this, top button, you're in good shape for a potential steal.
Yeah, you've escaped what was looking like a deuce for a while. I guess in hindsight, that one that they threw, that they split the house. Nothing wrong with that call. He just had to get over further and back further.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it was a great double.
Yes, it really was.
So Bella Crozier now will look to follow Ashley Sipola down, actually, and Terry says if you can get this around there buried and keep it just a little bit above the tee line, that would be a dandy. This one's got to curl a lot, I think. There's a bit of finish there, but not maybe that much. That looks heavy.
Yeah, it's heavy. Yeah. I had 14.5, but
so big miss for Bella Crozier. That one for sure. If you were ever going to miss that one, you had to miss that one light. So
yeah,
if you stop at the top of the 8 foot there or something. It causes some grief for Krista Scharf for sure. So now you're looking at possibly a 3 spot by the time you're done here, but. She'll play the in-turn draw. Try to be where, Terry? Top 4 foot, maybe? Something like that?
Yeah, for sure. This top 4 is great, I think.
Yeah.
One thing you don't want to do is give her an opportunity to draw down to you if you going behind the tee line and get out of the end.
Yeah. So it's on its way. I like the look of these two sweepers together. They're just steady and ready.
So I got 16-2 on this.
16-2, wow.
Yeah, and look where it goes. Real good.
Yeah, perfect.
And that is totally buried.
Yeah, and she can't even. There's not. Oh, for God's sakes.
Your subscription is canceled.
Yeah. No, it was a. Anyway, I have a debit machine in here for some work that I have to do, and I didn't process that, so it didn't like that, so it canceled. That's from an hour ago or something like that. But anyway, anyways, so that's unfortunately for Bella now. She's got herself in a real mess because there's not a lot of ways to get in here where Krista can't get it out. So,
well, I think I mean, I don't see the rings net now, but I wonder if she can. Oh, there it is. The shaft. She can't even freeze to the top one and out count the one on the back, the 4 foot. Ooh.
So she's got to make this perfect, and there is room for it to be perfect. Ooh, they're on it hard right out of the gate.
Yeah.
This is probably going to be light. I can't imagine that they'll get that there, but maybe we'll see. Tell you what, it's not for lack of effort.
That's right. It's going to be short, but
yeah. Might as well just leave it right there.
Yeah, that might cut a little bit off of for Krista, and might have to think about coming around the wide out turn.
Yeah. So that was a little bit of a result of her first one coming so heavy, and so it's a bit of a struggle, and that can happen sometimes, especially when you're skipping, because you're not going up and down the ice a lot. Sometimes you just go from being heavy to being light, to being heavy to being light. It's just like can't seem to break the cycle sometimes, but she'll have to break it pretty soon. So Scharf with a chance for 3 here in the third end.
So is Kendra holding the broom still, or is she sweeping? I can't.
She's sweeping. Yeah, I think she's sweeping. Okay. She's got glasses. Where's?
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, there she is. Yeah, I recognize her now.
So we'll see what the speed's like on the outside here, Terry, just for fun. See if it's any different.
Again, yesterday, this shot, was very makeable. You don't need a lot of ice. You don't have to worry about it or at least yesterday, you didn't have to worry about it curling, a lot.
No, they're working hard on this one. I think.
I got 15-7 on this.
So they should get there then.
Yeah.
And she will. So great sweeping job by the front end there. And Krista Scharf will pick up 3 here and take a 3-1 lead as we go to the break here at North Bay.
Hey, Mark, you ready for this game tonight?
Yeah, I'm excited, man. Cupsy, what are you doing over there?
Don't worry, boys. Was just on AztecSafety.com, took a fire extinguisher safety course. Paul, I'm putting out the fires from now on. Woo!
Who knew after 20 years in real estate I'd have to make silly videos for Instagram and come out behind a tree?
Stu, we need to do this stuff.
Why can't I just door knock into open houses like I did in the old days?
That doesn't work anymore.
Okay, so it's because I'm sitting here behind a tree. Come use us for real estate.
Surrounded by beauty on every side, this is a place where you can get away from it all, or be right there in the center of everything. Arts, sports, entertainment, a vibrant culture. This is North Bay, and it is exactly where I want to be.
We found out you should always check your work.
Nope.
So we're back. We're back in North Bay. We're back for the Northern Ontario Women's Curling Championships. The winner of this will be going to the Scotties Tournament of Hearts. And probably not too long, to be honest. I can't remember when it is, but it's not too many weeks away.
I think it's the, I was going to say February 2nd to the whatever, but
yeah,
you're right. It's in Mississauga, just down the road from me, so.
So you didn't get your entry in?
Well, I'm hoping to get down to watch a game or two.
Yeah, awesome. Mississauga is pretty cool. I've been in Mississauga, that club, and it's a pretty nice facility there. So the So Croisier now, Terry, is probably got to get a little bit aggressive. I mean, it's early. It's only the fourth end. You don't have to go crazy, but probably going to throw up at least a corner or two here and see how you can turn this into a point or two, a couple of points after 4.
Yeah, I think because you got one in the first, that 3 spot, you got to kind of just look at it. Hey, we're down 2 with the hammer, and if we can use our hammer to score our deuce, we're in a tied game. I think sometimes, or I find that with the younger teams is, that we gave up that 3. Well, yeah, you did. Like that's not going to change.
Yeah.
Scoreboard says you're only down 2, though.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So Krista Scharf, the first rock in this end slid to the back of the 8-foot, which was not helpful for the Scharf team for sure. And the corner goes up, and now she's going to come around that corner. Something we see more now probably than we used to see, even, to be honest. It's just take that corner away. Seems to be more important than worrying about anything else sometimes.
Yeah, we talked about that yesterday, how it just seems to be a trend where a lot of teams are going to try and choke off that corner guard.
Yeah. So calling the corner freeze here on the one that the team Scharf just threw around the corner. Someone's got a curl too. Might need to take it right by that if they can. If it's not too heavy, go right by.
Pretty close to being
it's
good.
Closer than I thought. Yeah. Oh, it's real good.
Wow, that is real good.
Yeah. Yeah, that was not an easy shot to throw and have it be useful. As it turns out, it's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Red's still sitting 2, so it's you gotta accept that. But yeah, you can see it there where they're sitting 2 and.
Mm-hmm.
But at least your rock's in a good spot where you might get a chance to play some kind of a hit and roll and set up a 2 or whatever. So Kendra Lilly now.
So my question here is what did they really decide on? Like was it the kind of center line guard or
on this shot?
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of thought she was looking at throwing a top 12 on the center line kind of deal, but
okay. I think if it were me, I might kind of try and choke off that corner again.
Yeah. So a couple options here. Do you like this one?
Well, I do. I mean, I think you're only going to have so many cracks at utilizing this good shot that was made by Valerie. So maybe it wasn't. Maybe it was Maya. I don't know who threw that, but yeah, it might have been Maya.
I don't think he had it right the first time. I think
it
was Valerie Webe. This looks pretty good.
It is. It's really good, and she's going to get the roll. Oh, too far, but
yeah, probably want to sweep that, keep going on that actually, but
yeah. I mean, that's kind of why. I mean, I favored choking off that corner guard first. Force maybe Bella just to try and come down to the one on the back 4, and I think if she's doing that, then you still have control of the end.
Yeah. Or would you ever, now I know we're going back a couple shots here, but would you ever have just said, okay, rather than put this on the center line, the Redstone, why don't we just draw the T line in the 8-foot on the other side? They're probably never playing that that shot they played if you're sitting 3. So anyway, regardless, that's what's fun about the game. You get to think about all would-haves and could-haves and should-haves after.
Better go hard on this one.
It's going to be a miss.
It's a miss. Oh!
And worse yet, it's going to be blue is going to be sitting 2 after that.
Mm-hmm.
So if there was a disastrous shot, that was it for Kendra Lilly.
Yeah, I was surprised actually that Krista didn't call the double. or at least play the.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I hear you on that one for sure. They've had a couple of takeouts that have overcurled on them, Team Scharf. Now they've maybe underthrown them a little bit, but considering how little curl there seems to be in a lot of places, I'm surprised that they're able to get it to curl enough to curl by. But I think it's more a weight concern than anything. So coming right around now for Team Croisier, and once again, things change around in a hurry in this game, and all of a sudden you're drawn to sit 3. And that's perfect. Well, I guess maybe not perfect, but pretty good. I don't know exactly where she wanted to go there, to be honest, how deep she wanted to be, but I would think probably not much different than what she got.
Well, yeah, I mean, that was kind of the issue there. I think that by coming around, you were probably going to leave a double off that one on the side.
Yeah.
Because she comes any deeper, and you know that it's probably an easier double.
So I'm thinking here you're going to be possibly playing that cross host double, actually. Ashley Sipala.
Look at this go.
Yeah, on it early. Well,
probably better than it was.
yeah. I don't know. It does cause a little trouble for Croisier there in the sense of where that red one is, but you can't really make a play on it.
It's certainly promotable.
Yes, exactly.
If you're Krista.
Yeah. This is a tough call.
I mean, do you not like, playing that quad? I know it's a little more riskier, but getting rid of that red one, because I think, that's available to Krista all day.
Yeah.
If you don't.
Yeah.
And if you promote your blue one there that she's just tapping now, I mean, it leaves Krista again that tap on the red, and you may never get it out.
Yeah. I think I like it normally, Terry. I'm just a little concerned with the way the ice runs here. You only see, from the right-hand hack, you're only going to see half of it. If you ever just flare it a half an inch, you're not going to get anything out of it. So I guess what they've decided here is I don't even know for sure. Do you know?
No, I don't. I think they're trying to come down and tap that blue one that's on the center line.
Wow, it's got to curl a long way.
Yeah, I mean, with the ice they took, I kind of think they're just coming around everything.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering too. It's just coming right around the blue one that's in the top of the 8-foot there. So this is Piper Croisier.
She's got the Corwin Brown lean.
Yeah, yeah.
Sorry, I shouldn't have said that.
Oh, that's okay. That's just a thing that she does. I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
Oh yeah, this is heavy.
Yeah.
Really heavy.
Should have stayed with it. Just got a little touch and.
Yeah. So they're kind of struggling with their weight here.
Yeah, I would say that's safe to say for sure. So good opportunity now for Krista Scharf to maybe get out of this. Maybe even do better and get out of this.
Yeah, it's kind of pick your poison here and which rock you want to try and take out. This looks close the way they're calling it, the sweeping. Yep.
Pretty good. The only good news for Bella is that she's got she's got her own to promote there, and it's straight back 2-foot raise. So
yeah, ideally you would have just come half buried under that rock.
Yeah, yeah. Can't overthrow this one. She's got about a foot of ice here, and it's not going to curl a ton, so be really close on the weight.
Yeah. Looks better than the first one.
Yeah.
Ooh,
I think it's going to be okay if they over curl it early.
Oh, it's going to have to go. Yep, they got it. Perfect.
That's a nice shot.
Very nice. Now it's just a question if they're 1-2.
Yeah, I'm thinking not. Now it looks like the red there, so
it does. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's a great shot. Actually, just kind of left a little tiny bit of it out, and Krista can't. She's got to be really careful if she goes after it, because if she ever touches the blue, then blue's going to have a draw for 3.
Mm-hmm.
Now there's a couple rocks to come yet, I guess, but she could just play the straight hit on that blue one. Same shot they just played. Just got to flirt with the guard a little bit.
Yeah, if you're flirting with the guard, why don't you promote your own?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Although
I'm not against that. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the problem with promoting your own is you potentially leave a I guess I'm going to call it a run back. It's not a run back, but a heavy board weight shot on the blue that was just thrown, and you can remove the red.
Well, we'll see what they're going to decide on here in a minute. They should have lots of time. The game has moved right along.
Yep. Yeah. I think the thing about playing this shot right here is it's going to be really difficult, to cut off any of the draw here for Bella.
Yeah.
I mean, she's probably going to roll to the broom side here of the rock.
Yeah, I guess if you're Krista Scharf, and I'm sure this is not really what you thought of, because you're not going to plan on the other team just missing, but one thing about it is if you don't make the double here, you just roll to the open side, and Bella tries to come around. She hasn't exactly found draw weight here yet, so
well, that's good.
You might end up with an open hit by the time you're done.
Yeah, I'm not sure that the double is even there, but
yeah, I'm not sure either, but it's just you got to get so close to that guard, right?
Yeah, it wasn't there. But this causes Bella some little bit of difficulty in
it's a good shot
in her decision making. Like.
Got a obvious preference for you here on this shot?
Yeah, I mean, I think I'm drawn.
Yeah. I think I'm with you on this. I don't know if I like this much. It seems like a very hard shot to get to the same place that you could get to a lot easier.
Yeah.
And definitely have your own covered, and I don't know. Well, we're going to see anyways. She can, if she makes this really good, it could be very good. So.
Well, I'm just going to say the other thing that might be in her mind is like, maybe that draw is the shot coming around, split the blue rocks.
That,
which, I mean, that's what catches my eye. But I mean, when she thinks, like I have not thrown a good draw yet, so maybe that may just take that right out of the equation.
Yeah, and we always say you shouldn't have those thoughts, but we all do on occasion. So the outturn hit here for Bella Croisier, sweepers indicating it might be a little heavy. Don't want to be going through that hole, I'll tell you that. Going hard to make it curl. Will she get it over there? She will.
Yeah.
Actually, it's going to work out. If it doesn't roll too far, unfortunate, it went that far. If that had stopped on the top of the 4-foot, that would have been a great shot.
Yeah, but now it leaves the double for Krista.
Yeah. Yeah, it's one of those very simple doubles, to be honest.
Yeah, and I mean, as long as you hit it on the high side, even if you roll out, there's no way that, I shouldn't say no way, but Bella is not playing that run back she'll be drawing for one.
Yeah. Yeah, I had to hit a little more of that. It was a good sweeping job to get it over that far. I didn't know if it was going to get far enough to do that. I thought she might just pick it out and roll out, and that would have been worse. At least this way she has to make a double. So Krista Scharf with her final rock here in end number 4, facing 2 blues.
Yeah, gonna have to go on this, I think.
Trying to remove them both in this shot.
That's good.
Yeah, it should be close. There we go. Yeah, and she did get it out. So good shot for Krista Scharf, and now Bella Croisier will have to hit and stick for one or draw for one, and I'm sure she's not going to draw. So
yeah,
basically the same shot she just threw.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunate. So had a pretty good looking end there for a while.
Well, unlike last end, or well, I guess the end previous. No, last end. Yeah, what am I talking about? The last end where, kind of Bella let Krista off the hook there when she had that kind of routine double.
Yeah.
Well, that was the second end. Yeah.
So lead Valerie Wime trying to get that over there, and she will not. So it will be a steal of 1 for Krista Scharf here in end number 4. And she will take a 4-1 lead here as we go to the break at the Northern Ontario Women's Curling Championships in North Bay, Ontario.
Ontario's mining sector is a global leader, and Agnico Eagle is proud to be at its heart. As Canada's largest gold producer, we operate world-class mines like Detour Lake and Macassa, creating thousands of jobs and driving billions in economic activity. But our impact goes beyond production. We foster a culture of the heart, investing in communities, supporting social development, and partnering with Indigenous groups to build lasting relationships and shared prosperity. We're shaping a future where Ontario remains a powerhouse in responsible resource development, strengthening the economy and enriching lives for generations to come.
Come on into Montana's, where there's a deal every day. Why not try half-price wings Mondays, $5 tacos Tuesdays, all-you-can-eat ribs Wednesdays, $25.99 platters Thursdays, and drink deals every day. Only at Montana's, Canada's home for barbecue.
Hey Mark, you ready for this game tonight?
Yeah, I'm excited, man. Cupsy, what are you doing over there?
Don't worry, boys. Was just on AztecSafety.com, took a fire extinguisher safety course. Paul, I'm putting out the fires from now on. Woo!
Welcome back to the North Bay Curling Club and the Northern Ontario Women's Provincial Championship. We've got a game here between Krista Scharf and Bella Croisier. And as you can see, after a steal of 1, Krista Scharf's team has jumped into a 4-1 lead. Croisier's team has the hammer. And we're on the leads. First rocks of Team Croisier.
Yeah, both teams could stand to probably pick it up a little bit. They're playing okay, but they're just been. Both teams have had a few easy misses. You don't like to have those. You're going to get forced to a miss every now and then, but you don't like to miss some of the easy ones that we've had missed in this one. So
that's right, and Krista gift wrapped one for Bella there in the second end, and then Bella turned around and gift wrapped one for Krista. The difference here right now is Krista made hers and Bella didn't.
Exactly.
You like to always, every time the other team helps you, you like to capitalize.
Yeah.
Make it hurt more.
Oh, you're so mean.
Trying to get this right around.
Gonna be dead even, I think.
Yeah.
Interesting. You play this shot, though. I don't, in my mind, if you make the exact shot you're trying to make here,
I know.
that red one's going to be right behind the corner. You probably get the other red one out, but I think this one might be right behind you. So, anyway, the other option there would have been to ignore that. I know it's early and it's not out of the game, but you could ignore that and go around the corner. Those rocks aren't super threatening.
Yeah, I think that's kind of where I'd tend to go.
The good news is it didn't bury the red one behind the corner, so and you stayed, so you forced Krista Scharf with a 4-1 lead. She's going to hit that, which will give you an opportunity to kind of play the red and the roll. So might work out okay in the end anyway. Kendra Lilly, her first here in the 5th.
Girls are sweeping hard here. She's got a good shot.
Yeah, well done. Chance to hit and roll, though, behind the corner. Mind everyone that we will be here for pretty much till Sunday, I think, is when we're here till right through to the final day kind of deal. And then also covering a lot of the other provincial championships going on across the country. So have a look at curlingzone.com. You can see where all the games, what's on and what's not on, and you'll at least have visuals on most of them. So this girl has worked hard. It seems like every time they throw a rock, Valerie's had to go hard on it. I'd like to stay around. Looks like it will. Maybe, yes, I think so.
Yes, maybe, I think so. I love it.
Yeah. Well, Krista thinks so too, so I figure it's got to be on because she's standing right there. Boy, I'll tell you. So the outturn hit for Kendra Lilly. Make this one go away. Likes to stay, maybe, but out a little ways. But sweeper must figure it's going to curl a little.
Yeah,
and it will.
Does, yeah.
They've got that roll figured out.
Yes.
So Bella now will look to try to play the hit and roll on that red one. This will be Maya Smith's second stone here in N5.
I thought she called the draw down to the
did she?
one behind. I think so.
Okay. I guess I should have just not presumed.
Yeah,
you're definitely right.
You can say that again because I don't hear that very often.
Yeah.
I got 16-1 there, so that's pretty close.
Yeah. That's a very nice shot, actually. So Maya not having too much trouble with draw weight, obviously.
Yeah. Yeah, good use of the corner guard.
So I'm going to peel the corner here. And they will remove that. Third stone, Ashley Sipola for Team Scharf.
I'm going to assume they're going to replace that corner guard.
And you'll be right twice in a row, Terry.
Okay, I'm recording that.
Yeah. Whoa, girls are going, when they go that hard, it's scary. That early is scary, so let's see. think she's
going to be an awful high
it's going to be long, but as long as they get it over, I'll tell you what. Good job, girls.
Yeah.
Good job.
21-5.
Yeah. Well, and actually a pretty good guard, Terry, too, when you look at it.
Yeah, it did. It turns out that.
That's the only nice thing when the ice is this straight like that. When you do pull the string a little bit and you have to pound it all the way, you still end up with a guard at least where, if the ice has got a lot of curl in it, sometimes you're just nowhere near. Like, you must just hope it stops, So another peel attempt coming here for Sipala.
Should be close here. Yeah.
Good shot. So when do you stop throwing this guard up, Terry? Is it now or is it in one more shot?
Oh, yeah. This is the difficulty that you have. I mean, you hopefully know your opponent's tendencies a bit here to help you out, but I'm throwing one more for sure.
Okay.
Oh, they're already throwing.
Definitely be a little deeper. Yeah. Be too much further than that. So good job throwing that guard up. Threw 3 times in a row here now and done it very well at various lengths, but very well.
But now you're into for Krista is like you're down to skips rocks, and it's like, do I dare, kind of come around? She's chose not to.
Yeah, she's playing a little more conservative. Actually, I'm just thinking back a couple of hands ago. I was thinking back, and I feel like I used to watch her play more aggressively than what she has playing in this particular game, at least. So, kind of interesting.
And it's interesting that you say that, because I always thought she was very defensive minded. And as a result, she didn't take some opportunities to maybe put the increase the difficulty of your opponent's rock by making a good shot.
Yeah. So I'm thinking that Croisier's going to have to move that shot rock now.
Yeah, you would think that this is the time to do it.
Mm-hmm. Try to hit this roll over behind the guard. Would be perfect. I don't know exactly what the jam status is down there. That's the only question. You have to try to make sure you don't end up only counting one when the shot's done. So Bella Crozier now, her first rock here. Looking for a hit and roll.
You just want to make sure you're at least sitting one here. Ideally 2, but
just get it rolled away. No.
Oh, jeez, with again kind of gift wrap to get out of this end.
Yeah, she didn't have very much ice there. I was thinking, I know the ice is straight, but you're throwing the intern there, and you're going to try to roll to the left as we look at it on this angle, and it sure didn't have very much ice. Could have stood a little more, but unfortunately, Krista Scharf now with another pretty simple. With the doubles they have in this game, they made a really good double, crosshouse double earlier, the Crozier team, but there's been 3 really simple doubles. They don't usually get them that way.
This will have a little bit of heat on it.
Yeah. The sweeper's going, but not really going all that hard, to be honest, so it's probably pretty good.
Yep.
So Croisier forced with taking one here, and then number 5 forced with attempting to take one, so hopefully that she can hit and stay here and take a 4-2 deficit to the break.
Yeah, it's going to be somewhat demoralizing. You know, you've had a couple of ends here in the first 5 ends where you've had some opportunities to get some good rock placements to maybe score 2, and both times they've resulted in pretty easy doubles for Krista to make, and she's made them, and now forced Bella and her team to score 1.
Yep. Big shot here. Big difference between being down 5-1 and 4-2 here.
Yep.
And she's fine, I think.
A little bit of relief, yeah.
Yeah. So Bella Croisier will pick up 1, and she will go to the break trailing 4-2 to Krista Scharf here at the Northern Ontario Women's Curling Provincials.
Imagine being able to stream every curling game from every sheet from any event, be it your Wednesday league game, bonspiel, or corporate event. Curling Stadium offers an all-inclusive streaming solution featuring high-quality cameras, ease of use, great reliability, and minimal installation. Offering your sponsors customizable ad space on your streamed curling games and being able to sell video packages to your corporate events for increased revenue. With Curling Stadium, you can stream to any device, be it your mobile phone, tablet, or computer. Push the feed to your desired platform, be it Facebook, YouTube, or any other social media. Curling Stadium is simply the way forward. Where it's commonplace in other sports to televise every game, we want to do the same. Curling is a global sport, and it's time it gets the coverage it needs. Make your curling club the next Curling Stadium.
Come on into Montana's, where there is a deal every day. Why not try half-price wings Mondays, $5 tacos Tuesdays, all-you-can-eat ribs Wednesdays, $25.99 platters Thursdays, and drink deals every day. Only at Montana's, Canada's home for barbecue.
There's just something about this place. There's a beauty that you really have to experience for yourself. It's a perfect place to escape, all while staying connected. From one season to the next, you'll find exactly what you're looking for here. This is North Bay, and you should be here.
Hey Ben, what's the Aztec Safety online e-learning website again?
Yeah, that would be aztecsafety.com.
Fire extinguisher and firefighting, we'll send that one to Paul.
Ah, now here's a course I should probably take. Conflict resolution.
Power line safety. Yeah, I thought it might help me with my line calls. Did you know this Aztec website has over 100 safety courses?
Jeez. Aztec Safety online course. Ground disturbance. Could have used that a few seconds ago.
We're back at the 5th end break here of the Northern Ontario Women's Curling Provincials. Draw 7, and the coverage that we have today is Bella Croisier and Krista Scharf. Scarf's leading 4-1. I believe it's 4-2, sorry. 4-2 for Scharf. Scarf's got the hammer heading into the second half of this 10-end game. It's been a big score of 3 in the 3rd end that has Krista Scharf and her team up 4-2. We'll be right back after this short break.
Surrounded by beauty on every side, this is a place where you can get away from it all. or be right there in the center of everything. Arts, sports, entertainment, a vibrant culture. This is North Bay, and it is exactly where I want to be.
Come on into Montana's, where there is a deal every day. Why not try half-price wings Mondays, $5 tacos Tuesdays, all-you-can-eat ribs Wednesdays, $25.99 platters Thursdays, and drink deals every day. Only at Montana's, Canada's home for barbecue.
Ontario's mining sector is a global leader, and Agnico Eagle is proud to be at its heart. As Canada's largest gold producer, we operate world-class mines like Detour Lake and Macassa, creating thousands of jobs and driving billions in economic activity. But our impact goes beyond production. We foster a culture of the heart, investing in communities, supporting social development, and partnering with Indigenous groups to build lasting relationships and shared prosperity. We're shaping a future where Ontario remains a powerhouse in responsible resource development, strengthening the economy and enriching lives for generations to come.
Back for the second half action here in North Bay, where Krista Scharf leads Bella Croisier by a 4-2 score and does have Hammer playing in number 6, so certainly in the preferred position of the two teams at this point, but Croisier coming off a nice hit and stick in the last end to score her single point and keep this game as tight as it is at the moment. So just So Valerie Wime, who has swept her brains out in this game, she seems like she's just gone hard on everything, getting a little bit of a rest while she throws a couple here at the start of the sixth end. I'll be thankful for that. And she's trying to throw the guard up, trying to get a little piece of that center so it can't be removed, or it can't be moved even, never mind removed. And it looks like she's going to do that. That's perfect. I might have liked it a little tighter, a little longer, but it's pretty darn good. Scharf looking to go to the wings.
Yeah, this is a much more experienced team, obviously, than the Croisier team. I mean, we're talking about probably, what is that? Probably 7 out of 8 years where oh no, there were they may not have played in 2020. Yeah, no, they did. She's won this event, probably 6, 7 times in a row. I mean, I think the last person to, other than Krista, to win this was Tracy Fleury.
Yeah, that wasn't that long ago, but it was a couple of years. 3 probably now. Is it 3 years, I think, that Fleury's played with Homan? This is the 3rd year, I think.
I mean, she hasn't won it. Tracy won it in 2018, so it's been a while.
Oh, all right. I didn't realize that. Okay. When you were saying that, I was thinking that she'd won it because she had a great year there. Anyway, whatever.
I think she played in Manitoba 1 year.
Okay.
Because it seems to me the team that Caitlin Laws plays with, I think Tracy was playing with that team. My memory's not that good, so
that's good.
Not even going to go there.
So Krista Scharf now without the ability to move that that guard yet. Is going to go to the wings once again.
Yeah, the ice is, this is really quick. This one's no problem getting to where the tee line.
So Croisier will look to hit and flop. He hits right on the nose and stays right in front of the red. Wouldn't be too bad.
Yep, exactly. A little surprised that Krista didn't just go to the open side. Unless the call was a corner, was like to just be a corner guard, I'm not sure.
Yeah. Good thing for Croisier right now is she does have a center guard that might not be there in a minute. And it won't be. She's going to peel that off. I kind of wondered for a minute. I thought she was going to leave it, and I thought, well, it's going to have a little something to work with here.
Yeah, you could even try and remove that and just roll your shooter into kind of a corner guard situation.
Yeah, that would be good. Probably with a 4-2 lead, you're not going to work too hard at that, but she just took her own out. I know.
Yeah, she's got the corner guard. It just happens to be on the other side.
Yeah, most teams would have played that the easier way, but and hit it and rolled their own to the corner. But anyway. So Maya Smith now throw up a guard again. Not much choice for Croisier team here. They really kind of have to press a little bit here. They might get another couple of rocks in and decide that nothing's going, so we'll try again the next end and try to get out of it with a blank or a single point for somebody. But for now, I think she pretty much has to take the approach of throwing up these guards. And
yeah, and I think this shows a little bit of maturity on her part. I mean, you know, sometimes you just, let me take that red one out and we'll sit three.
Yeah.
Well, you're going to sit three kind of in an area that it's not life-threatening to Krista and her team. So I think that shows a little bit of maturity of placing the center guard back up in play, forcing Krista to remove it. And, in one way, you're just wasting shots.
Yep.
Now, if you ever wanted to take that red one out on your last rock, I mean, I guess that's your choice whether you want to let the opposition look at three or. But unfortunately, Croisier's got herself in a position where they really need to steal. And again, this being the sixth end, this would be a good end to steal.
it would for sure. When you're losing 4-2, I think they're all good ends to score. But but I hear you. I know what you mean. The sixth end is kind of one of those turnaround ends, and whether it's because you're going to get a point or they're going to get a point or whatever's going to happen in the sixth end can be pivotal in what happens in the end result of the game. So this one's a little hot. Trying to get that guard out there again. They need this to stop.
What they need and what they're going to get are two different things.
Yeah, unfortunately, yeah. Might get away with it, but certainly a double opportunity here for Team Scharf. Not going to make the double. So got away with that for Team Croisier. 3 more to come. They've got a pretty good rock there, so she's probably going to guard it right to the end, I think. I don't think she'll change if she doesn't get forced to change. It's risky, but I don't see her flipping over and on her last one hitting the one that's in the house and saying, okay, there you go ahead and take your point. But I could be wrong, but it'd be interesting to see.
I'm with you. I think, that would be the right play.
That's a nice guard there. I was going to say, I wouldn't be surprised if you don't get the guard in the right place that Krista Scharf will make a play on that one, but...
Well, I'm a little surprised here.
I am surprised on this shot, too. Yeah. I think that's a good enough guard that I wouldn't... and it's on the center, so even if you pick this out, you're probably rolling out, and then she comes around, she's in a little better spot than she is right now.
Yep.
That's in theory, at least.
That's right.
Not much weight on this, but they weren't looking for a lot of weight, so
no.
Looks like it's going to be good.
Yeah,
and
I
it
think
will
they
hang
were.
around.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah,
Really-
real good.
Yeah, they got a bonus there, so now it's a problem for Croisier. It's amazing how the game turns.
Yeah, and look how quickly she looked at playing this kind of double. Like,
yeah.
I don't know. Like, I think your best chance at scoring is going around.
Yeah. Yeah, it's certainly a little scary, but the game's a little scary at times, so. When they were putting that guard back up, I kept thinking in my mind, I'm thinking, I don't know if I worry quite as much about making this guard dead on the center line. I want to make sure I didn't leave that other shot, because I figured at some point Krista was going to take that, but anyway, see what she does. She's going to throw the out-turn hit, try to make the double or the hit and roll. Probably more likely the hit and roll, I think, Terry. I think it's a little bit of a stretch to make that double. But
that double's tough. This looks like it was going pretty good.
Smith on the brush this time. They got a roll. Well, it don't roll to the hole. That's a dandy. Holy smokes. Nice shot.
Yeah, very good.
That is a beauty by Bella Croisier. And swept and called perfectly. Well done. She might be able to get to it, but that you can't help that. That's pretty tough. You can get there if you throw it light enough, I think.
Yeah, I mean, they just played that out turn, so I mean, they know that they can get it with the out turn, and the in turn is there as well. This was the problem by chasing that rock last time by Team's Scarf.
Yeah, she's playing the peel.
Yeah.
Yeah, very impressive shot by Barb Croisier there. She was in a heap of trouble. She's not out of trouble in a way, but she's out of. She has the opportunity now of probably forcing Krista Scharf to take one, and for a minute it looked like you were going to be no luck with that. We were going to be giving up two. So, see what happens with the peel. It's kind of a gentle peel, not a real big weight peel, just making sure. And she will get that. And nothing back there to hit, so this will be the interesting call here. What are you playing, Terry?
Oh, playing the guard.
Straight guard, short of the house?
I mean, I'd like it tight, but yeah.
Yeah. You're not tempted to take it into the full 8 foot and sit 2?
Well, I mean, You could, but I no, I'm gonna try and just play it real tight to the rings. I mean, if I go, if I catch a piece of the 12, I guess that's the price you pay for trying to get it real tight. But
it's all about line, I guess. Really, this
yeah,
shot.
Yeah.
You don't want to be in the 4-foot to get the line right, but at the same time, if you're a little bit short of the house, that's okay. And if you even if you do end up full 8-foot, you're going to give her a double, but the double's risky for her. So,
well, that's it. You're gonna if you get them lined up. I mean, there's a chance that that one of the blue rocks jams on that red.
Exactly. Yeah. So for Bella, the elusive draw weight is what she's got to find here. And look, this one does look pretty good.
Yeah.
Looking to try to get across that center line. I think she has to get a little bit heavy, maybe. If you're going to be there, you might as well be full 8-foot. Oh, nice shot.
Yeah, I think that's a real good shot, and again, I think that's the best she could really hope for is, get them lined up, and I think this is what Krista was going to play all day long.
Yeah, nice job there. Nothing wrong with that at all. That was a really nice guard. Look, it was a little scary for a minute. Thought maybe going to go too deep, but girls did a good job on it. No complaints with the front end effort on that team. They've done a good job with the brushes. So
yeah. Now I think if that had gone, full 8-foot, maybe Krista does take a run at that double.
Yeah, I think she does because she'd be drawing ace 2 then, and it's like, and as long as you play it on the high side sort of thing away from your own, you should be okay. This must be heavy by the look of the sweepers.
Yeah, this is heavy.
So we won't call it till it stops, but I'll tell you now, big steal of 1 for Bella Croisier out of Sudbury, Ontario, here at the Northern Ontario Women's Provincial Curling Championships, and she will trail 4-3 as we go to the break.
Brett, come on, man. I know Aztec's #1 for online safety training, but we really should be out here practicing.
I know, guys. I'll be right there. Just let me finish this course on gas detection. Wait. Do you smell that?
There's just something about this place. There's a beauty that you really have to experience for yourself. It's a perfect place to escape, all while staying connected. From one season to the next, you'll find exactly what you're looking for here. This is North Bay, and you should be here.
Come on into Montana's, where there is a deal every day. Why not try half-price wings Mondays, $5 tacos Tuesdays, all-you-can-eat ribs Wednesdays, $25.99 platters Thursdays, and drink deals every day. Only at Montana's, Canada's home for barbecue.
Welcome to therockshop.net, the official store for the Grand Slam of curling. Whether you're looking for the best hats, stylish clothing, fun toys, or unique accessories, The Rock Shop has it all. Shop online anytime at therockshop.net for exclusive Grand Slam of curling gear, or come see us in person at your next event. Therockshop.net, where fans find their favorite curling gear.
So Bella Croisier with a steal of 1 in the 6th end has kind of crawled herself back into this a little bit, Terry.
Yeah, I mean, that was as we talked about earlier in the end, it was a big end kind of to score. Now you're playing end number 7. There's 4 ends left to play, and I guess in theory you look at, okay, we've each got 2 hammers, and if I can score 2 and give up 1 on both of mine, I win.
Wow, no wonder I found the game so hard. I never found it that easy to figure out. course, that was when I used to score 2 every now and then. But anyway, so big, yeah, nice close game to work with, and a big end here for Croisier. If she could ever push another steal across, it'd be good, but she'd be quite content with a force here as well.
Yeah, I think so.
Pretty good shot. I didn't know if she'd go in right then. I thought she might actually throw another one, but it's pretty early for that, I guess. Play a back 8 on this shot. Danger here is if you touch that blue one, move it off the center line, it goes back, your shooter comes off.
Yeah. It's funny because at the club, it's happened twice now in the last 3 games where the opposition has, kind of disturbed that front rock, and they've gone, oh, sorry, Terry, where do you want to put these rocks back where they're they were? And I went, no, I like this situation a little bit better.
Yeah, true enough. So she didn't touch the front one. She actually got in there pretty nicely, but I don't know if it's the best setup to this end so far for Krista Scharf, but we'll see. Got some time to figure it out.
Well, and I think that's the key, that when you said they got some time to figure it out. I mean, I think you continue playing like you were. You're looking to try and steal, but as you mentioned, if you can get a force here, that's good.
Yeah. Ooh, that's a tricky little shot, that. Nicely done.
Mm-hmm.
She's going to keep going here. I think she's got to peel that guard.
Yeah, me too. I mean, I really think that's you just got to peel the guard. You peel, I mean, that double's looking pretty inviting as well, and I think you can actually get them all gone if you just happen to hit it right. Yeah, you might not. You can get rid of 2 for sure.
Yeah.
2 out of the 3. The 3rd one probably sticks around, but.
Well, we're going to find out here. Kendra Lilly with the outturn.
Yeah, she floated that a bit, but they're going to get the top one.
Plan A was to get the top one, but
Yep.
But not a bad setup for Bella Croisier now, even though there are a couple red ones around. You're sitting 1-1-3, whatever, but you got a little bit of protection for the shot rock at the back there, and not a bad, see the red second stone, but still you gotta like the spot here right now.
Yep. And as you mentioned in previous throws, those sweepers on Team Croisier are really going at it.
I know. I can't believe Valerie Wime there has actually got a jacket on now. I'm thinking, holy cow. When did you have time to get cold?
Yeah.
That's a little bit. Well, she's going to peel it at least, so I guess it's pretty good when you look at it on the long view there. For a minute I figured, well, it can't be a great one, but with this particular surface and not having radical amounts of curl, that shot is better than it might be on ice that curls 4.5 feet.
Yeah.
So it isn't always the same. You got to remember that it's not always the same, and that rock might not have been worth anything on some surfaces, but on this one, it was one that had to be removed.
Mm-hmm.
So Maya Smith. Oh, we're past Maya already.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
That's a Piper Crozier.
Yeah, another.
Need to get a few more inches out of that.
Yeah,
one.
they would have liked to get that one a little bit more
Yeah.
to the center line for sure. This gives Team Scharf an opportunity here to make a shot.
Yeah. Could easily get rid of shot rock here and sit 1-2.
Yeah, this is nice weight by the look of it.
Make it curl a little bit.
Yeah.
Ella will look for another hit and roll. Made a couple of these lately, so I'm going to give it a go again. And getting a little scary for the Crozier team here.
Yes. The red ones are starting to, look like nice big cherries.
Yeah. So Piper must be close because it looked like they were going to try to make it curl a little bit. Now they're going to try to keep it straight, so it has to be in the neighborhood. A little more curl, not quite. Not a bad shot, just needed to get a little less of it and get a little bigger roll. Third stone, Ashley Sipola. So pretty
like
well
a good
controlled.
shot, yeah. Oh, nice
Yeah.
roll. Nice roll.
Just rolling far enough and not too far, so the nice weight control. A little bit of an opportunity here, maybe. For an out-turn freeze to that rock that's just basically on the tee line there, or just above the tee line. See it there, just both, I guess. It's on the tee line and above the tee line, so we'll go with whatever that is. If you ever slid by those and you weren't too heavy, you could be a pretty solid number 2 and maybe even number 1 at the back in the crotch between the red and the blue there. It could be there, as long as you're not bumping them around too much. So Bella Crozier. Sweeper's on it again.
Well, I just go back to a gentleman that coached me who was a really good curler. Every time I threw it through the rings, he said, why do you have sweepers?
Yeah. Well, they made a little mistake on that one because they didn't have to go quite that hard that early. And if they had just let that find a little bit of curl there, they would have been a really good spot.
Yeah, that's kind of unfortunate because the weight was really good.
Yeah, really, really good. You're right. Yeah, for considering that, Bella struggled the first few ends with draw weight, and she seems to have kind of figured it out now. So Yeah, that or even, not to keep dwelling on it, but just 8 inches less, in the same area, same line. If that's just that much on top of the yellow, so it's basically half a rock up there. She can't get it out without taking her own out at least, and then who knows what would happen. Now it's really not too hard for her to remove it. Shouldn't be too hard for her to remove it at least. We shall see. Krista Scharf.
You confused me when you mentioned the word yellow.
Oh, did I say yellow? Oh, Jesus. Wow. Yeah. Ours are, my club, they're not even yellow. I don't know. Like, it's not like I've just had a flashback to my curling club or something.
I thought, well, maybe he thinks the 4-foot's yellow. I don't know. That's not yellow to me either.
Yeah. All right. That's scary. I am getting old.
But you know what? I mean, she just threw this shot, and if they can just kind of get that corner frozen on.
Yeah. On the yellow. No, sorry, on the red. I think I was looking at the circles or something. I don't know. But anyway, but you're right. Yeah, just basically the exact same shot and just get it, a little bit above that and maybe another inch of curl so that Krista can't just blast it out of there. So an opportunity. If she was tied up, she probably would just freeze those back rocks and say, okay, here, you take your one. But I think this is going to be close again. Still needs to curl, though. I don't think you're going to get it over there now. It just kind of went too early. So close.
Same, almost, yeah. Although, you know what, I will say that I would feel a little bit more optimistic than I would on the versus the last one.
Yeah. I agree. That's 2 pretty nice shots, though, there. It just, they just kind of probably overswept the first one just the tiniest little bit. And I don't think they really overswept that one. They just kind of had to wait a little bit on it earlier, give it a chance to go a little bit before they jumped it. So, but you got the Scharf team all in the house talking about it, so that's a start. I was trying to figure out if they do make a play on that blue one, where is it going to go, and where's the shooter going to go? Where's everything going to go, basically?
Yeah.
Because if you're not careful here, you could conceivably, I don't know if it's lined up this way or not, but there would be a way that you could give up more than one even, but it probably doesn't line up quite that way.
Well, I mean, I know what you're saying. I think that it would be very easy for the blue to go onto the red.
Yeah.
Like the back red.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just thinking you might have to hit too much of the blue that your shooter might stay around if that happens. But anyway, let's see what Krista comes up with. It's going to be an interesting shot. There are a lot of different options here. You could end up with 1-2 or scoring for either team or both teams or whatever. So it's going to be interesting to see what the end result is when they add them up after this shot. Krista Scharf for the outturn, playing. I don't think it's really a double. It's really just a kind of pop that one through. So let's see.
Yeah, what a nice release, though.
Yeah. Hitter Lily working hard. Let's see what we're going to get. Oh, she's on the guard. Whoa, and a big steal of 1 for Bella Croisier here at the 7th end.
Yes,
yeah.
I was just going to say, like we were talking about, but that shot was actually better than the first one, given the placement.
Yeah. So we'll come back for number 8 right after the break.
Developed over a decade in collaboration with the finest ice makers this side of the Atlantic, the Pebblehead PB5 is nothing short of a triumph of sophistication and craftsmanship. Weighing less than half its lumbering copper predecessors, yet boasting tenfold their durability, the PB5 delivers perfect, consistent ice, time after time. The PB5 by Pebbleheads.com, the apex of ice-making ingenuity for the roaring game of curling.
So back to end number 8 here in North Bay for the Northern Ontario Women's Curling Championships. Jim Nixon, Terry Corbin on the mics on this one with you. You're watching on Curling Stadium North Bay and the Stadium Sports Network. Terry, we're tied up at 4. I can't say we thought that might have been the case a couple of ends ago.
Absolutely not. It was Bella Croisier really struggling. I mean, even to make a hit and stay for one, and all of a sudden she gets her one in the oh my gosh, was it the third end to make it 4-2? There you go. Yeah, so it was the fifth end she scored.
Yeah.
To make it 4-2 with getting one, and when we talked about how important that was, just even an odd end, but it was a momentum builder, and really put threw Krista into a defensive kind of posture, and she's struggled a little. I mean, that was a big shot in that last end by Bella. She seems to have her weight now.
Yeah, sometimes when you get playing that defense for a couple of hands, it's hard to turn it around too. That's
Yep.
Because you just haven't thrown some of the shots that you're now going to have to throw. You haven't thrown for a few ends, so.
The good thing about this kind of setup here now for Krista is, I mean, if she ever happened to tick that front one, it doesn't have to go back, because I don't think it's touching the center lines.
No, that's right. No, it's not. I agree.
Yeah, this looks like a good throw.
They have thrown those shots quite nice. So it's just
they have
true weight kind of takeouts, and so this would be just a draw attempt here, I think, for Croisier. Is she trying to move that out? That'd be hard to do with that much ice, I think. Maya Smith is first here in number 8. Trying to get it over there. And they will get it there pretty good.
Yep.
Pretty nice shot. Well done. Well managed by the sweepers, and good job by Maya and team. It's got to be weird, Terry, like where we hardly ever play 10 ends anymore. I mean, you and I know. We use Bonspiels and everything used to be 10 ends, and you hardly play it now. When you get to a provincial championship like this, or CCA kind of managed thing, you have to play 10 ends, and it's I haven't done that much in the last few years, because when I obviously seniors and masters, we're not playing 10 ends most of the time. So it's got to be a challenge just to kind of keep your head in the right place some of the times, and just doing the math on the ends and all that kind of stuff. It's just it's a different game.
Well, I mean, I know you're old enough. It's just I don't know whether you were playing. Like, I mean, I can remember playing 12 ends.
I played 12 ends only myself. I played 12 ends a few times, but not very much. Probably, a couple of times in Ontario, and then I didn't play it really very much.
Yeah, when they went to 10, I mean, it was kind of a delight.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's funny, isn't it? Yeah.
Being out there for 4 hours sometimes was not fun.
No.
Get awful cold.
Guard goes up for Croisier. It doesn't really guard the shot rock, or not the shot rock, but the bluestone. But it's good enough that Scharf is going to make a play on it. Kendra Lilly looking to remove the guard. And no problem with that.
Yeah, so this is just kind of a rinse and repeat kind of cycle going on now.
Yeah, for sure.
I do like, the way the Croisier team has demonstrated some patience, not trying to go silly and just trying to scratch their way back into the game.
Yeah.
This is a good stone.
Yeah. Yeah, there's been a couple times when it looked like it might get away from them, but that's the way it's going to look when you're down 4-2 and you're trying to steal your way back. There's going to be some scary moments, and you just kind of have to go. And they never seem to be too terribly rattled or anything like that. It was just like play the shots, and it works out. It works out. That's about all you can do.
It's interesting that Krista's playing it this turn here, I think.
Yeah. Sort of has jam written all over it, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's what I think too.
Maybe not, because it's got to curl a long way to get over there, I think.
Well, she's trying to roll it onto the rings, which...
Oh, right, okay, yeah. Not necessarily trying to move anything other
Yeah.
than...
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, yeah. She almost made it then. Not a bad effort.
Yeah, no, for sure.
So same shot now for Croisier. Try to be a little short of that. In the 2-3 zone. Everything's zones nowadays, hockey and every other sport. In the O zone, the D zone, and now we're in the 1-2-3 zone.
Yep.
Yeah. Stop right about that logo would be probably good.
Yeah.
Could end up in the same place.
Well, I mean, now you have an opportunity if you really want to go at it to make this double.
Yeah.
In turn high side. Yep, there you go.
Yeah, I think you have to, because the shot you just played probably now is not there, because you would definitely, to make the roll, you're probably going to jam it and leave blue sitting a couple. So Simple now. In turn double take out to sit 2. Pretty close.
Yep. There you go. Great shot.
Yep, she was pretty happy with it too. She popped right up. You can usually tell that's a good sign. It's like, yeah. So now Croisier really needs to come through and make this double as well. Just kind of got yourself back to tied. You don't want to give up a 2 here if you can possibly help it.
Yeah, that wouldn't be good.
No. Especially the 8th end. It's next to the 6th end. 6th end's probably a bigger deal in an 8-end game. 8th end's a big deal here in the 10-end game. So
yeah. Just while we're kind of waiting for things to happen here, I just want to give a big shout out to one of my favorite people, Marilyn Inglis, who's apparently listening to the broadcast.
Okay. Related to Danielle somehow?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
I had the opportunity to coach both her boys. Oh, look at this.
There we go.
Look at this.
Very nicely done. Probably was looking to make it the other side, but doesn't matter.
Yeah, you're right.
I count every double I ever make counts worth, 5, 6 out of 4 every time. So I'm going to give her a full marks for that one.
Yeah, you better.
Yeah. She's not out of the woods yet, because good opportunity for Krista Scharf to duck around the corner here and put her back in trouble again. But whatever, you can only get out of the current situation first and then worry about later.
Krista's due to make a good shot.
Yeah.
The last draw Krista threw was really heavy.
Yeah.
And I don't want to say too much, but this looks like it's got some steam on it. Need to carve it over hard. It's going to be behind the tee line, which will allow Bella to draw down to it and force Krista into one.
Yeah, for sure. Great opportunity for Bella Croisier now.
Mm-hmm. If you force Bella into one, mission accomplished. Or sorry, if you force Krista into one, you got to be really happy with that.
Yeah, this one, you know, you have a little bit of flexibility in the shot. Doesn't have to be totally perfectly frozen or perfectly buried or anything, but it has to be something good enough that she can't get you out. But
yeah,
you go right down to the back one, you'll be fine.
Sure.
She might be thinking more about trying to steal one here, which she could do too, right? Like if it comes around there and stays above the tee line, there is a possibility of a steal. As you mentioned, that's where Krista was quite heavy the last stand and heavy again here. So, you know, if you were biting off a piece of the 4-foot here and force her to draw against that, might be pretty nice. Just can't take a chance of leaving this somewhere where you give up two is all. In my mind, anyways, that's the way I would look at it. Bella Croisier with Wee-May and Smith on the brushes. You can be pretty sure they're going to need them at some point because they've swept by a lot. Trying to curl this a little bit. I think the line's fine.
Yeah, I got it at 14-9, so it's definitely back to the back one. Doesn't remove it though.
No, not very much. Probably there's a possibility here. Were they sweeping it hard to try to get it to maybe move it right out?
Move it right out? I think they must have been.
Okay. Yeah, because the line was fine. They didn't really need to go for line, as it turned out. I thought at first they were going for line, but unless you're sure you can get that out, you just don't even try to move it at all. Anyway, regardless, Krista Scharf, not an easy task here. She's got to get reasonably tight to the guard. Not tight, it's a very long guard. Even on this ice where it's not going to swing like crazy. It's quick, so you don't have to throw it real hard. So we'll see how she goes.
Yeah, and I mean, you know, there's a tendency to, in these spots to, you know, kind of underthrow it and chip off the guard, so.
Yeah. Just like this, maybe?
Yeah, this is unfortunate.
She might score yet.
I'm gonna say no.
No. Okay. Oh, geez, no. Why don't you wait till it stops just to make sure? Anyway.
Nope.
So yeah. So Bella Croisier will steal another one here against Krista Scharf, and she will lead 5-4 going into end number 9 when we come back.
Hey Mark, you ready for this game tonight?
Yeah, I'm excited, man. Cupsy, what are you doing over there?
Don't worry, boys. Was just on AztecSafety.com, took a fire extinguisher safety course. Paul, I'm putting out the fires from now on. Woo!
Who knew after 20 years in real estate I'd have to make silly videos for Instagram and come out behind a tree?
Stu, we need to do this stuff.
Why can't I just door knock into open houses like I did in the old days?
That doesn't work anymore.
Okay, so it's because I'm sitting here behind a tree. Come use us for real estate.
Surrounded by beauty on every side, this is a place where you can get away from it all, or be right there in the center of everything. Arts, sports, entertainment, a vibrant culture. This is North Bay, and it is exactly where I want to be.
This one's being...
Sorry, I was when you finished that, but then I realized we got to talk again.
Yeah.
Finish that later. Okay.
That's right.
So with this 1, 2, 3 straight steals for Bella Croisier, and she has a 5-4 lead here in North Bay, Ontario. And Terry, it's no, we say the same thing every end. It's just we don't really see this kind of going this way, but. If you were wondering if any of these teams, might have played each other before, and they have apparently, and Terry, that was back in 23, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they played the provincial in Kenora, and Barb Croisier did score 2 in the final end to defeat Krista Scharf, whatever the score is, by 1, obviously, but yeah, so very interesting little bit of information there that we didn't have for you earlier, which is kind of neat to know. I wouldn't have thought these teams probably ever played each other before. So,
yeah, me either. I'm gonna be a little critical here. I mean, and it's my pet peeve about the 6th end of an 8-end game or the 8th end of a 10-end game. Like, I'm just surprised Krista played the shot she did. I know it was for 2, but I would have been more or less thinking I'm scoring 1 here. Put myself 1 up playing 9, and I mean, I think you can throw a heavy draw on that shot maybe, but I would not have been playing it the way Krista did.
Yeah.
I mean, you gotta throw what you believe in, but I mean, I guess I'm just being critical of the shot selection based on where it was in the game.
Yeah.
To all you Krista Scharf fans, please, no hate mail.
Yeah. But you have a good point. Like the 8th end is so crucial there, and at the start of that end, I think you would have been thinking that we definitely want to score here. We definitely don't want them to score here.
Right. And the other thing is I mean, they've just stole 6 and 7. You've just got to change the complexity of the game.
Yeah. Now, the only thing I would say on the other side of that, I guess, Terry, was it really wasn't a very hard shot that she had there which you would have thought she would be able to score on anyways, almost, right? Like,
I suppose, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't have dreamt that she'd ever hit that guard. That rock was pretty much wide open, in my opinion. So, but anyway, regardless, see what goes on here. This is always a fun end for me. That I just never really quite know what the strategy should be in this second last end. It's you're up 1 without. How hard do you go? Do you go crazy? Do you what do you do? And if you're down 1 with, same question. Like, how hard do you go to score 2? Mm-hmm. And when do you decide that maybe you can bail? It's so hard to bail now usually because there's usually so many rocks out there. Not necessarily in this case, but normally there's a bunch of rocks out there by now because both teams are thinking they got to score or force. This is heavy.
Yeah, we're back to throwing things through the rings here.
Yeah, I just can't do that.
Every time I see that, I just think of my old idol there. I call him old. Well, he is old. He's older than me.
Yeah.
But Ted Brown, just saying like, what? That's not a very good team shot.
No. Ted Brown. Well, Ted Brown of the Brownie Brush.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
We have 2 people in our curling club are using brownies still. I don't know how that's possible because I don't know how they keep them clean enough. And one of them's not a bad player, but
Yeah.
she uses one of those, and I'm like, oh, they were just, I think of how hard those were to push, especially the big ones. Remember the
Yeah.
wide one?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
God. How did anybody ever use one of those? But
That's right.
for those that are wondering what we're talking about, there is a cloth covered broom that was developed way back. And gentleman by Ted Brown that Terry referred to is responsible for that. And they made it in an 8-inch size and a 12-inch size, and maybe, I don't know of other sizes, but those are the 2 that I know.
Yeah.
And man, you take a cloth like that and get it a little bit damp when you're trying to sweep or something. Oh, the hardest thing in the world to sweep with. I didn't do much sweeping, thankfully, back then, but I don't guess I never really did hardly ever did some sweeping. I did some back in the straw broom days. I played front end a couple of years with Harry Hunter and that, playing the Joe Columbus and all those guys, but that was only a couple of years of doing that, and a couple of years of sweeping when I turned senior. So let's get back to the game. I guess nobody needs to hear those old war stories for now. Plus, we got to save some because we need some on for other games.
That's right.
Yeah. So Kendra Lilly now, her final stone here in number 9. Going after this, trying to make a little hit and roll. This looks pretty good. Really nicely called. That's about. I don't know if you could have done any better, Terry. You didn't come by the guard by much.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
I mean, it's funny, if you have last rock and the situation was reversed, you run the blue into the red and hope that they all go away and keep a nice, clean, pretty end going. But at some point, Krista's going to have to decide whether, a blank is in play, and I think it starts right here.
Yeah.
Because if the blank's in play and she. Just even say she hits and rolls out. I probably go up and rip the corner guard.
Yeah. I think there are teams out there that would have decided that even on that previous shot.
Yeah.
Yeah. And just say, okay, we're not going to. She's going to sneak this by.
Yeah.
She will. Good shot. Just because with the, again, not to dwell on this lack of curl thing, because it's not horrible.
I know.
But with the curl not being big time curl, and so the odds of Krista getting that one really any better than it was, not much. So, yeah, you could go out there and rip that guard even as early as your second shot and say, okay, we're going from here to play the blank end because it shouldn't be that hard to do. But anyway, regardless, not that it was horrible. She almost got away with it, and she still might. Could get a little hit and flop here. She's not going to, but it's just so hard to get that finish, right? To get enough to make that shot. It's just not easy to make that shot. It's hard enough when you have the curl, but when it's a little bit straight like that and you're trying to go by the guard and still get some curl, it's just tough.
Now,
I was thinking of trying that
go ahead.
too. But I was just going to say, it looks like Bella's trying to try that same roll.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think?
Is the top one in? That's the question. It doesn't look like it.
Yeah, I don't think so either. Piper Croisier now.
Really trying to make it curl.
Yep. Maya Smith now.
That'd be pretty close. No, it.
It's just it's hard to make yourself let it get close enough to the guard in this situation, isn't it?
Yeah.
So that's the problem. And if you're Krista Scharf now, and assuming that blue one is off, and I think it's off.
I do too.
Then I think you're stop trying to make that shot right now.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Yeah, roll to the open side, go ahead and take the blank, and then go hard to score 2 and 10.
Yep.
And get revenge for that loss in 2023, which I'm sure that Chris is probably not thinking much about. But now that we know about it, I think it's a good storyline for us.
Yeah, they're gonna have to really go hard here. Oh, look, they got it. Okay, they're gonna get a little roll.
Yeah, nice little roll.
But now the run back is.
Yeah, it's what is it? 18-inch run back.
Yeah.
Yeah, shouldn't be too hard. Might not even be 18 inches.
Yeah, and I mean anything like a quarter of a rock, and you make it.
Yeah. So whatever, somewhere 1.5 to 2 feet. Just run back
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think it's 18 inches. I think you're good.
Okay, thank you. I was going to do the conversion for those watching in metric, but I don't know where my calculator is. So that's an easy one. 2.5. That's not hard to convert. So
yeah.
So Bella Croisier now with her first here in 9. Looking to play a little short run back on her own. Onto the head. No problem. It takes any question about any more rolls around corners out of the picture. I think Bella's quietly has had a pretty decent second half, I think, Terry, for the most part.
Yes, very good second half.
And a couple of big shots as well scattered in there. So, yeah.
Correct. Yeah, she seemed to struggle with her weight in the first couple of ends, well, right up to the 5th end there.
Yeah.
And since then, she's probably been 100%.
Yeah.
Give her a couple brownie points too, and
yeah, get a couple of those 6 out of 5s or 5 out of 4s or whatever they give out nowadays. So, Krista Scharf now with a open shot here in end number 9, as she works her way towards a blank end.
So do you ever just try and go around that?
Ooh. I would say I'm not going around it. I'm going to put it that way. And I think there's a lot of people, it brings us to that question about, would you rather be one up or one down, right? One up without or one down with. And people kind of lie about that, I think, because most people will tell you that they would rather be one down with.
Yes.
But they would never play some ends. They would never play it in a way that would be the case. If they're looking at how many people facing 2 in the 9th end with last rock are ever going to hit and roll out, for example. I know it's done. I have seen people do it, but most of the time they don't. Most of the time they take that point. So they really don't prefer to be one down with. They just think they do for a while. Anyway.
Yeah, I so prefer being one down, coming home with the hammer.
Do you? Yeah.
Yeah.
And would you give away that point in the 9th end or 8th, 7th end or what it was? Would you do that?
Yeah.
Would you? Okay. Well, good for you. You're one of the guys that would then. So roll out there, but Bella would have liked to have stayed there and forced Krista to play the hit, because if she ever stays, then she's got hammer tied up. But anyway, whatever. She did the first thing. She had to get rid of it, and she did that. So Krista will be throwing this one through. And we'll go to end number 9 when we come back. Reminder, you're watching on Curling Stadium North Bay and the Stadium Sports Network. And we are at the Northern Ontario Women's Provincials. We'll be back right after the break.
Ontario's mining sector is a global leader, and Agnico Eagle is proud to be at its heart. As Canada's largest gold producer, we operate world-class mines like Detour Lake and Macassa, creating thousands of jobs and driving billions in economic activity. But our impact goes beyond production. We foster a culture of the heart, investing in communities, supporting social development, and partnering with Indigenous groups to build lasting relationships and shared prosperity. We're shaping a future where Ontario remains a powerhouse in responsible resource development, strengthening the economy and enriching lives for generations to come.
Come on into Montana's, where there is a deal every day. Why not try half-price wings Mondays, $5 tacos Tuesdays, all-you-can-eat ribs Wednesdays, $25.99 platters Thursdays, and drink deals every day. Only at Montana's, Canada's home for barbecue.
Hey, Mark, you ready for this game tonight?
Yeah, I'm excited, man. Cupsy, what are you doing over there?
Don't worry, boys. Was just on AztecSafety.com, took a fire extinguisher safety course. Paul, I'm putting out the fires from now on. Woo!
say you're going to win more the other way. So back for I was going to say the final end, but not necessarily the final end, but back for the 10th end here in North Bay. And had a burner going on with Krista Scharf holding hammer here in the 10th and trailing Bella Croisier by a 5-4 score. We're only in I think the second game. These teams are both playing their second game here in the round robin. So they've got 6. We decided earlier it was 7 games and 7 teams in a round robin. So they're going to play 6 games, and then there's 3 teams make the playoffs. So we got a long way to go. But for Croisier in particular, who lost their first one, it would be a really big one to win because it's 0-2. You're not out, but it's going to be a struggle. You can't really lose anything else as you go, and Krista Scharf would like to kind of just pad that record and be 2-0 after this one. So early in this event, relatively big game for draw number 2, if you will.
Yeah, and I think, the important thing is, when you look at tiebreakers, usually the first tiebreaker is, if 2 teams tie, it's head-to-head. So
exactly, yeah.
Yeah, I think big game here for Croisier.
Yeah.
Well, and Scarf.
Yeah. Yeah, no, you're dead right on that. That's even this 6-game round robin is not a long round robin, but sometimes you have those little events where you have 4 or 5 teams in a bracket, and then it's like, well, first head-to-head is the first tiebreaker. Like, how do you ever make up 2 games, basically? It's hard to do. That can be a frustrating one, but that's not the case here. So Krista Scharf coming around the center guards, as we've said before. She obviously can't remove them yet.
Can't stay high.
Yep. That's pretty good. Well, looking for... I think she's ideally looking for a little tiny bit more than a freeze, just to bump it back a foot.
Yeah.
A freeze wouldn't be bad, but she'd like to bump it back to where she can use it later. We've got Maya Smith.
Yeah, I like the actual call.
Can Valerie get it by that one? She's by the first
front one.
Yeah.
Or
just a little light. Yeah. Close to the right weight, though. I just need
to
hear more. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was a good weight.
So interesting here. Interesting that now Chris is going to go right around. Of course, she is down 1, so she can't really play the peel game. Going to come right in, though. The game is being played in the center right now, which is, if nothing else, is probably beneficial for Croisier. Kendra Lilly. He's going pretty hard on this one, too. Looks okay, though.
Yep. Just may over curl a bit.
Maybe a hair.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a tough situation for Bella right now. It's like you've got 2 guards out there, which is great, but they've got 2 in the 4-foot, both above the tee line, and you can only barely even see one of them. So, and you don't have Alice Rock, so it's just a bit of a challenge. Maya needs to hit a good one here.
Yeah, my theory was always just, you would remember Jeff McCready. I mean, I used to skip. He used to throw last rocks, and he used to say, just leave me the pin. Just make sure I get the pin.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, dude.
Yeah.
and lo and behold, like that's what he would throw. He had great draw weight.
Yeah. So, I think that was a great shot right there.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's push that one out to where Bella Croisier can actually maybe use it a little bit. Her shooter didn't really help her out much, but she was going to be hard to get much out of that anyway. So I think that was pretty good.
Yeah, and I do like this call from Krista. I mean, if you just, as long as she stays a little bit, kind of on the high side of that blue center line guard. I mean, if Croisier plays the shot rock, I mean, she'll always have, kind of a little kind of tap slash there.
Yep. Yeah. That's gonna be a fun end.
Yeah.
Halfway through it, so.
Yeah, and here it goes. So this should be in a really good spot.
Team Scharf has found this weight for this end.
Yeah, I like that. I like that.
I think you want to hit this.
Well, yeah, it just probably came about 2-3 inches too deep. I mean, in the sense that, now it's not usable to tap.
Yeah. But I think if you're Croisier, I don't know you want to move this at all. I think you just if you just sit right in that pocket there or whatever. Because if you move it right now, like if you move it like 6 inches too far, then you might not have anything left for later. So I think they're going to call a timeout, and they will have a chat about it.
Yeah, because there's, I mean, this could go right off the rails if you're not careful.
Yeah. I think 1 point lead. I'm going to just set it right on top of there. What are you thinking, Terry?
Yeah, that's probably where I'm going. Yeah. I don't know if that's Rick or.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
looks like him to me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a look at it. I just think it's you try to make it. You're not going to be really hard to hit and roll, and even where you're going to roll to.
Mm-hmm.
So why not just kind of come down there and sit it in that pocket? You've still got 3 rocks to come after this shot, so you got some time to figure it out. And you do have a 1 point lead, so she has to get 2. She can't just get 1.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, I'm just be afraid of bumping this and just flopping a little bit to the outside wide open, and then it's like, what are you going to do now? Now you're going to have to try to draw around all that stuff and stop it in time eventually.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see what they decide on, though. Well, we got the high fives done. We're good to go. Or the fist bumps done. I guess it wasn't high fives. So from that ice, I'm not quite sure what it is they're playing, but I think it's basically a to it, maybe bump it a little tiny bit. It wouldn't be against bumping it 5-6 inches or something, but
yeah, I think it's the shot that we were talking about.
Yeah, can't be much more than that with that ice, I don't think.
No.
Okay. The Roadrunner went running across there.
Yeah, I mean, if you could ever crotch it, even might be as good as anything too.
Oh, I think that. Yeah, I don't know what Krista does with it if you do that. I mean, she's still going to be sitting 2 probably, but
yeah.
But she's just just a whisker away from not scoring even. So Piper Croisier up with her first here in 10. Seems so funny saying 10. Won't say that all year.
Yeah. They got to hold this out.
Yeah, they're back and forth. Can't quite decide.
It's close.
I think he's going to get by. I think she's okay. I think
this
is going to be
very
absolutely perfect. And there it comes sliding in, and it'll eventually get there. That's a beauty, I think, in my books. Anyway, I don't know if I know what I'm talking about, but it sure looks like a great shot to me.
Yeah, I think Krista's forced to play the guard here.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you're right. I don't think she has a choice. And it's guarded up pretty good. I will give her that. But at the same time, we know what happens if sometimes somebody runs one in there and then all of a sudden you can't get to it because you've got too many guards in the way. Yeah. Some of them you put there. But I don't know what else she has to do here. So.
Yeah, I mean, she could, throw the peel and try and remove a few stones there on the forefoot. But yeah. sit. Pretty good.
Yeah, I think it's okay. Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeesh. You might want to call another timeout.
Yeah. They should only have one, I think, don't they? This is
I don't know. I don't know.
Well, CCA rule that level, I think it's only one. So it's a
One?
good question, though. I think so, yeah. But
I
could be wrong.
I don't know if the camera can get us a picture of how much time is left because it's running down. I can't tell if that's a minute 14. If it is, they've got no time. They've got to make some really quick decisions.
Oh wow, okay. I never thought anybody would be that close. It felt like the games moved right along.
Yeah. Well, maybe that says 7 minutes. I don't know, but it looked like a minute.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, look at this! Look at this! Well,
I don't know. What am I looking at?
Oh, look!
Oh,
the only thing that went out was the blue one.
I don't know how that's possible.
Oh man, I don't know either. I didn't. When it was going that way, I thought, going to be in trouble for Krista Scharf because that blue one's going to wheel around there somewhere. But that was bad luck.
Yeah. So I can't see what the time is, but it looks like a minute, and I don't know if that's 1-1-1 or not. Okay, we're not seeing this. Okay, it's not a replay.
No.
Guess you just want to guard that blue rock.
I think so, yeah.
You don't want to get right to it. You don't want to get right to it. I think that's good.
Yep. Can you go through that port and get enough curl to get to there?
I don't know.
You might be able
What else
to.
do you got?
Well, it's either you're going to run something up there. You're going to run the red onto the blue, or that's about it. I think. I don't see what else you can run.
Well, they're looking at the time, so
yeah,
that's for sure.
Really tough situation for Croisier here. Maybe you have to play some kind of hit here so you maybe have something on your next shot. Try to hit half of this red rock over the top of the blue and run the blue back in there somewhere. But there's not really very much. That was horrible luck on that shot. That was just kind of...
Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, we didn't get a replay because I can't even picture how that happened.
No. So Bella's not 100% convinced on whatever it is she's called here, obviously. But she obviously must have enough time left to be able to stand around and chat.
Yeah,
so.
Yeah. So what I thought was a minute and something might have been 7 minutes. I don't know.
Yeah, whatever. You saw it better than I did. I never even saw the clock, never mind the time, the actual time. Bella Croisier, her first rock here in 10. She does have a 5-4 lead, but she's in a heap of trouble here in end number 10 against Krista Scharf.
Looks like she's trying to run a red into the blue and the blue into the pile.
Yeah, I think she is. I just don't think it's going to curl enough to do that. Well, she got rid of one. Unfortunately, that's not enough. But it did open this side up a little bit. So, now Crystal will probably guard this side. But at the same time, might leave you some kind of a gap to get in there.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I guess, you start to look at, does she have anything on the intern side?
I'd say no. Well, she might have an in-off to cut you down to 1 on that side.
Do you think you can throw it that hard or hard enough to remove that red rock, out of the 4-foot?
Well, no, I don't know if you can. I don't know. She'd have to throw really hard, but that's the only thing I can see as a remote possibility. And then you're just going to have a draw to the 4-foot for the win. So I think you've got to guard this side, the outturn side. I don't think the intern. I think if that guard was moved a little bit and you could get to the blue that's in the 8-foot, you'd have a shot. But
well, I mean, so I don't know what that word is on the top there of the house.
Which one?
Not Montana's, the
Agnes, Nico, something or other. That one?
Is it? Yeah. So I think if you could put the rock on the G.
Okay, right there by the L and the E?
Yep.
Okay, gotcha.
Thank you.
All right. Eagle. That's it. Agnico Eagle or something. Anyways, okay, right there, yep.
I think if you could get it there, there's because I think the fear now is if you throw it anywhere in the rings or close to the rings, she has to kind of try and play an in off and double you off.
Yeah.
So I think that would probably be the best opportunity to not throw your last rock.
Yeah. So
not that you want to think that way, but
yeah. Team Scharf using their timeout here and number 10. It will be interesting to see. I still think you're blocking that hole somehow.
Yep, and he's gonna just go out and say, "Well, look at girls. I remember Al Hackner making this shot that wasn't there according to the commentary."
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Donnie Dugan.
Yeah, it's back.
It's funny. I remember that shot like it happened yesterday.
Pretty long timeouts. I don't know how much. I don't know actually even what the legitimate time is that you get.
60 seconds.
Is it 60 with just a 1-2?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But then the clock starts running at the end of 60 seconds. So
yes.
So you'd have to be aware. It's always going to seem longer when we're standing watching.
Yeah. Usually they have an official that comes out and says your time's up.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's true. Yeah, because you're not allowed to stay out there.
See, they're talking about the intern side. I mean, I just don't know. I don't know how you could get in there and
they must not feel that outturn is there at all, because I look at it, I'm thinking like ice doesn't curl that hard, so there should be all kinds of room to get in there. I think she's going to hit that blue one.
I think that's what they've decided, is to get rid of the blue.
You must figure you can come off of that. It doesn't look to me like you'd ever get to the inside of the blue one on this ice, but yeah, it doesn't look to me like you could get to the inside, because then you'd have to get inside and hit it hard enough to get it out. I figured there's a better chance. Yeah. Figure there's a better chance coming off the higher one, but anyway, we'll see. It's going to be interesting. I just feel if I was Croisier right now, I'd be happy she's playing this shot and leaving me that draw, because I think that's the only shot I've got. But
and by playing this, I think you could actually hurt yourself. If you didn't get it out, like looks like she's fine in terms of getting a good piece of it, but you don't want to stay there. See, like now, to me, you've just helped them.
Yeah, it's easier double now than it would have been a minute ago to get one off there, right? you can come off that red. Now you're going to leave her the draw to the 4-foot for the win, but
yeah.
Yeah, but again, it's a question of, well, how realistic is it to make the outturn draw in behind those reds? They obviously don't necessarily feel it's realistic because nobody's looking at it. You know,
yeah, I'm just shocked. Yeah,
Scarf's team, you know, touched it at the start of their conversation.
Yep.
Before the previous shot, but
yeah, I think that's where I go back to. You know, you just had to, you know, take away that outturn draw, and
yeah,
I think if you could have got it where I said between the G and the L or whatever I was talking about,
yeah,
you know, that cut the whole thing off. Now I'm talking about walking down and putting a rock in a specific spot. You still have to throw it, but I just think that the degree of difficulty has been lessened now that she has the shot.
Yeah. Well, I would agree with that. Actually, I feel like even on that last shot of Krista's, if you're gonna hit it and fly. Yeah. Don't hit it and stay there. Now she's probably trying to roll a little bit in, but still. So Bella Croisier here with her final stone in end number 10, and I would not guarantee we're not going to have an extra end, but it's going to be tough. She's got to make a double takeout here and stay, and then have Krista Scharf possibly miss a draw to the 4-foot. So we'll see how we get along. It must be in the neighborhood. The sweepers are looking okay.
This has got a ton of weight on it.
Just not enough.
No, yeah.
Unfortunate. That was a pretty nice effort by Bella. Just had to curl a little bit more. So Krista Scharf will pick up 2 here in end number 10 and secure the 6-5 victory, improve her record to 2-0 here at the Northern Ontario Women's Provincials. That's it for us for now. For Terry Corbin, for Matt Hone, and for Jerry Gertz on cameras. Thanks very much for watching. We'll be here again for most of the draws the rest of the way, so please be sure to look us up. Thanks for watching Curling Stadium, and we will see you again.
Come on into Montana's, where there is a deal every day. Why not try half-price wings Mondays, $5 tacos Tuesdays, all-you-can-eat ribs Wednesdays, $25.99 platters Thursdays, and drink deals every day. Only at Montana's, Canada's home for barbecue.